Hi YouTube! Welcome back to my channel. Ow, I just hurt my finger doing that. Anyways, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be on acne. I am not a doctor, I am not an esthetician, I'm not an acne expert, I'm not any like medical or whatever. No, I am me, I am Amelie, and I went through acne, cystic acne to be exact. So I want to say my acne started when I was like maybe like 14, 15. I would get like, you know, those little teenager bumps here on the forehead. But then I started to see it travel down to my cheek area, and it would be like one or two, but it would be like big ones, and like I would try to pop it and no good. But it got worse when I was about, I want to say 19, 20. Like it just flared up everywhere. Like I had, it was just horrible. I started feeling so miserable. I was insecure about myself. I barely wanted to go out. I would always look at everybody's skin. I'd be like, why can't mine be like that? I would cry at home. I would cover it, and I would try to put as much makeup as I could just to get rid of the redness that I had and like all those bumps. It was sad. It was really sad. It was a sad moment for me, a sad time for me, and my mom would see me go through this and she would feel so bad. Like she knew, because my mom went through it when she was younger, and so did my dad, so I was bound to have it, like just genetically. So it wasn't about like what I was eating. I mean, I guess like eating and certain things that I would eat would like contribute to it, and I guess the makeup that I was packing on was contributing to it, but it was just meant to be for me. It was something that I had to go through, so I was just born to have it. I was going to like estheticians at first and having them like say, oh yeah, we're gonna clear your skin, just get facials like every other week, and I would go and nothing. Like I went through so many estheticians and they promised to clear my skin and never did. And then I was afraid to go to the doctor because I didn't know what they were gonna say to me, and I ended up going. And the first doctor I went to, he was like, okay, you're gonna put these topicals on your face and that's it, you're gonna get cleared. I put this stuff on my face. I think my mother paid like over $200 on these creams, and nothing worked. Nothing. Like it would dry them up, but it would still come out more. Like it would still be there, it would come out, it wouldn't like go away forever. I went to a different dermatologist, and the same thing. Like they gave me minocycline, I think. Yeah, they gave me minocycline. Nothing. They upped the dose. Nothing. I went to a different doctor, and nothing still. They ended up giving me doxycycline. I think I'm saying it right. It was making me like super nauseous. I would throw up all the time, and it was just horrible. I started hearing about Accutane. Everybody was like, you should get on Accutane. And at this time, I think I was working at Sephora when I was like 2019. I was working at Sephora, and it's so uncomfortable working in an environment like that where it's makeup, and you know, so I guess makeup does make people break out. Certain makeups, they do, certain ingredients that there is in the makeup, it makes you break out if you have sensitive skin, or I guess if you fall asleep with your makeup, you'll get like a small breakout. But mine were so big, and I'm gonna post the picture so you guys can see it. Mine were just so big. There wasn't an amount of makeup that I could put on that would cover that, and it was just super uncomfortable. It was so sad, and it was just uncomfortable working in a makeup environment where all these girls have beautiful skin, and then you have all these people coming in to buy makeup, and then when they ask you for help and they look at your face, they're like, I don't want this makeup to break me out. I've had people like tell me, oh, well, I don't want to break out like you, so what's good for me? And I'm like, oh my god, like it was just, people are mean and people aren't sensitive. I don't know if it's just like people don't think about what they say, but whatever, besides the point. It was just, yeah, it was weird working like that, because you were working with makeup and you're selling skincare and you're selling makeup, and how am I gonna sell you something when I look like that, and people are gonna think that that's what's gonna happen to your skin? I don't know how to treat my skin, so how the hell am I gonna help them treat theirs? So yeah, I started hearing about Accutane. People were saying like, yeah, get on Accutane, and then other people would be like, no, don't get Accutane, because people have like gone crazy, they got depressed, they go through mood swings, start to grow hair, and all this bad stuff about it. So I was like, no way, I'm not doing that. Like, worked for Sephora for about, I think, 2 years, and then I ended up leaving. I went to work for a different company, and my skin was still breaking out. It would go through these phases where it would be like little breakouts and then big breakouts. And then once I went on a trip, there goes Miley. Once I went on a trip to Bahrain, my skin cleared. I don't know if it was the air. I don't know if I was like stress-free, drama-free. I don't know what it was. My skin was like this. Nothing on my face, glowing all the time. And I don't know if it was the weather. The weather was like 100 and something degrees over there. My skin was like beyond, like amazing. Then I come back to New York and my skin starts to break out again. At this point, I already had seen a dermatologist, and he was like, you know, you should get on Accutane. And I was like, I postponed it because I was scared, and there's a lot of side effects to Accutane. I'm like, I'm gonna be in a different country for like almost a month, so let me not. And I'm trying to make a video, and it's just so rude. So when I come back, I go see my doctor again, and they're like, you know, it could be the stress, which is true. Like, you can break out because of stress. Like, if I get too stressed out, like I might get a breakout here if I don't take out my makeup. Like, sometimes I'll get a clogged pore here or here. Time of the month, I will get one here. It's also like how healthy you are. Like, if you're eating unhealthy, of course, like, you're gonna gain weight if you have a slow metabolism like me. And then I guess my stomach wasn't processing the food right, so I would break out also because of that. Because I noticed that every time I would eat chocolate, it would just flare up right here. If I was to eat like a lot of carbs, I would flare up right here. If it was like, I forgot, like, what was it that I ate? If it was like, oh, pizza or tomato or alcohol, like, I would flare up here in this area. It was so weird. I even used to keep a food diary. So whenever I would eat something, I would write it down, and then I would notice like the patterns. Okay, I ate this and I broke out, and then I ate this the other day and I broke out again. But then it got to the point where it was just so many were coming out that I couldn't even keep up with like what it was. So it got to the point where I was like, I'm done. I can't do this anymore. I don't even want to leave my house. I remember one day I went out with my friends and it was dark. It was like nighttime, and I'm like, oh, okay, nobody's gonna see it. I put my hair here. Nobody's gonna see my face. The lights went on. I was like, oh, you gotta cover, gotta go. Like, it's sad. Like, it's so sad that I had to go through that. Like, I couldn't be happy. I couldn't be happy with myself, and like I couldn't go out like this. Right now I go out. I'm happy. I don't care. But it was just a very depressing time in my life. I couldn't make like social connections. I didn't want to have a boyfriend. I didn't want to see anybody. Like, it. But yeah, so I had it, and I was like, I have to get my life back. I want to be happy. So I went to the doctor. And for females, it's much harder to get on Accutane than it is for males, because you have to go through pregnancy tests, you have to go through blood work and all that, because you cannot get pregnant while on Accutane. And you have to get on 2 forms of birth control, because again, you cannot get pregnant while on Accutane because it can cause major birth defects. And you get to see pictures. Like, if you Google it, it's pretty scary. So the first month I went, he was like, all right, you know, this month we're gonna, since the first day I saw you, so let's say he saw me on August 1st, he said, we're gonna have to see you on September 1st, because that's gonna be that whole month. We're gonna do the blood work, see if you're pregnant, see if your liver's okay, and then next month you start your Accutane. So it was like 2 months that I was waiting. And then when I got the blood work back, it said my liver enzymes were high. And I'm like, this is before I knew about the gallbladder, about the gallstones in my gallbladder. Yeah, it's before any of that. So it kind of made sense, like, why my liver enzymes were high because of that. But I guess the doctor didn't see, whatever. But skip that part. But my liver enzymes were high. And he was like, you know, we have to get your liver enzymes back to normal, and then we can start it. So I waited another month, and I'm like, oh, come on. So I had to go see the liver doctor. I forgot the word for it, but I had to go see the liver doctor, and he cleared me. And then I finally got on my Accutane. You know, they cleared me for my birth control. I had to get, not my birth control, my pregnancy test. I wasn't pregnant, and I had to get on 2 forms of birth control. So I did get on the ring, and I guess, like, you know, like, well, this is so weird, male condoms. I don't know, can I say that on YouTube? Whatever. So every time I would start my Accutane treatment, like every month and my dosage, I would have to go online and like do this questionnaire, and I would have to see my doctor every month. And it was so like time consuming because you would have to make sure that you're on the birth control for that month, you're taking your pill, schedule your appointment to get your blood work, no, to see the doctor at a certain time before the last day of the Accutane, and then you had to make sure that it was like right in between so that you can have enough time to go to get your blood work done and to make sure everything is okay, just on time, so that you can get your next prescription. Because if you miss a week, that's it, like you're done. Like you can miss a day or two, like if you forgot, but everything is like so timed. It was just so like stressful. But everybody was like, oh my god, Amelie, you're gonna have super dry lips and you're gonna be so moody, you're gonna be like going through these mood swings, you're gonna get depressed. I was more depressed looking at myself in the mirror where all those big planets on my face and feeling horrible, not being able to go out because I was so embarrassed. I was more depressed like that than that pill ever made me. Like that pill never made me depressed. I swear, the first week I was on it, all those bumps down. I did have those marks, like the little redness, like the scarring, I guess, of it. I had that, but all the bumps were down. So my skin was like smooth, but I still had the scarring. And I was like, whoa, like this is crazy. Oh, I forgot to mention, I even did try to go on birth control to like, you know, fix my skin, and it didn't work for me. I've been through this for years. But anyways, fast forward. Sorry, I like sidetrack all the time. But maybe I should start writing down like notes. But yeah, my lips did get very dry. Like no matter how much water I drank, no matter how much Aquaphor and chapstick I would put on my lips, they were just dry and chapped, like ugh. So I was working at MAC at the time, and people were also coming in like telling me like, oh my god, your skin, and people already think MAC makes everybody break out. I don't think that's true because I wear MAC now and I don't break out. I don't know if it's because of the Accutane, but I know a lot of people that wear MAC and they don't break out. I think that's just a myth. But people would look at my skin and they'd be like, oh, like I don't want to buy MAC makeup for my face. But yeah, like my skin did start clearing up. My lips were very chappy. My eyes were really dry. Oh my god, your skin gets super sensitive to the point where you can't even step out in the sun for like 5 minutes that you're like red. So I ended up going to Florida and I brought my SPF 100, and I put it all over my body, and I got so red, like beyond me. Like my skin was, in 2 days my skin was like peeling like snake skin. And when I came back home, I was stupid and I went to the beach with my cousins for like an hour. I was like, oh, I'll just put SPF 100, and it was bad. Like my skin was like this. My skin's already sensitive, but with the Accutane it made it even more sensitive. Like you're not supposed to even do any treatments on your skin until a year after you're done with the Accutane. So I'm almost at that point. I'm almost a year after the Accutane, so I'm gonna be able to like, you know, do the buffing on my skin because I do have a little like scarring and I want to get rid of that. But I do encourage anybody that's like thinking about going on Accutane, as long as you're doing it the right way, you're going through your doctor and you're seeing your doctor. And boys, like you don't have to worry about the pregnancy test, you just have to worry about, I guess, the liver enzymes. Girls, like make sure you're not getting pregnant, make sure you're doing everything the right way, and always have somebody you can trust. And that was, for me, that was my mother. I told her, I was like, Mom, everybody's telling me I'm gonna get these mood swings and I'm gonna go crazy. Mom, if you see me suicidal, if you see me depressed, please, like I don't care, call the doctor or do something. So she was like, okay. But nothing happened to me. I was like so happy. I was so happy. I felt so much better about myself. I was able to like look at people in the eye. Before I couldn't even look anybody in the eye because I was so embarrassed with my skin. Now I can, and now this is my skin and I'm so happy with it. Thanks to Accutane, I went through it. If you are going through acne and you've heard about Accutane and your doctor suggested it, do whatever you think is gonna make you happy. I didn't go through any depressing moods or anything like that at all. I'm much happier. I'm so much happier. I really don't even feel like I need that much makeup anymore. I can go out like this and be happy and be fine. I know I posted on Instagram like, oh my god, should I post this? Like I was even so embarrassed to like talk about it, but then I'm like, it's life, it happens. I didn't really change like my skincare routine much because again, like my situation was more like genetic, like it was just my body. It wasn't like, I don't know, my skin, like no matter what products I use, nothing helped. So right now I just using a Avena brightening cleanser because I did want to get rid of the scarring and so like the redness, and so far it does brighten up my skin. I feel like, you know, there's not that much redness as there was before, and I just moisturize my skin with a Neutrogena oil-free moisturizer because my skin's super oily, especially during the summer, and we're in the summer right now. So yeah, this was my acne story. I'm gonna post the pictures, and I hope that this inspires anybody, or this helps anybody, or just like teaches people that things like this happen to other people. It might not be happening to you, but this happens to people, and just don't be mean. Just don't be mean. Don't be rude. Like, I just got distracted. Oh my God, my ADD is like out of control. But yeah, this was it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I enjoyed making it. I enjoyed talking about it. I enjoyed letting you guys know, giving you a piece of my life. And yeah, I hope I get to see you next time. Thank you for watching. Again, please like, subscribe, share, comment, do what you gotta do. If you're gonna be mean, my mama always told me, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it, because I don't want to hear it. So anyways, bye. Nice talking to you.